Right. Welcome back to Mumversations.
Episode 7.
It is 7.
Oh,
Episode 7. We have a very special guest today that we are so excited to introduce. Victoria. Hello. And you might know her as VDH Sleep on Instagram. She is...
needed in our house.
I think she's needed in everyone's house, the sleep guru. But yeah, I think we should hand over to you first to tell the listeners a bit about you. Why did you want to become a paediatric sleep coach?
So actually, I was a nanny for how many years? A few years.
Yeah.
And I was nanny for a baby that wasn't sleeping well, and they actually got a sleep consultant to come into the house.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could do that as like a side hustle kind of thing. And then I did that. And so I did the course in November 2019.
Did you?
And I was pregnant with my second child just because she was born in April 2020. So then we went into lockdown because I was a nanny. I couldn't go to work because I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
So I was like, I had the baby and whatever, I was on maternity leave. And we had no money because my husband's a cricket coach. He wasn't allowed to go to work. COVID. And he did Deliveroo or something just because we literally had nothing.
Love that.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, I'm just going to set up an Instagram account because we need some money.
And here we are.
That's what happened.
Wow. Yeah. And you just sort of thought, just literally from working at that nanny's house and seeing a sleep consultant come by, and you thought, I'm intrigued.
Yes. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Because obviously I saw how bad sleep affected these families that I was working for. And then the sleep consultant came in, kind of gave them a plan, assessed what was going on. And then their house the mood just kind of transformed in the house. And I was like, I could actually do that. But I honestly was just going to keep it as a side hustle.
Yeah.
And luckily, touch wood, I didn't. It's not a side hustle. It's my full-time job now.
Broke through.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The thing is, I feel like there's such a demand for it because, especially for a new mum, you go into it and you're like, I don't know what I need to be doing. Like, I know for me, I've stood up on the landing before upstairs where I'm like, I cannot get her to go to sleep. I don't know what to do. I don't want to leave her to scream for too long. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm typing it into my phone.
I'm sure.
How long do I leave her? And in the end, I mean, she's 2 and she still doesn't sleep very well. So I've got nowhere. Through Google.
How often that question's asked on Google though?
Loads,
mate.
I
It
bet.
must be one of the
Or on a
most
chat
asked questions.
GPT.
Yeah.
If you saw the history, I can imagine it's every 5 seconds that mums are,
right.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's just, I think.
We should look at that statistic.
Yeah, we should. We should find that. Yeah, find that. Yeah. Because I think for like, even like you said, for me, the same thing when I went into it, I think I always had this, like, I remember when I was pregnant and I was saying, I'm going to be that mum. I'm not going to co-sleep. I'm going to be this mum that puts the baby in the cot, But I was fucking so wrong. Yeah. Like,
at the beginning, they don't want to be in the cot anyway.
No.
They do like to just contact sleep and contact nap and... which is fine.
She's still in my bed.
I know you told me.
Which I'm like...
I think what doesn't help is, and she won't mind me saying it because I say it to her face, my lovely mother is so in old-fashioned ways, and she'd be like, just shut the door and go downstairs, Lily. She'll go to sleep. She'll get exhausted. My dad even said... with you, we just shut the door and you fell asleep out of pure exhaustion. And I was like, that's so bad. I'm not doing that to Nelly. So then it's like, I don't know who to ask advice from because my mum is literally telling me, shut the door and leave her.
Now she's 2, that might not happen either.
No.
Yeah, exactly. It's like...
she'll be quite strong-willed at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on the cry out method?
So the cry out method is, people will tell you that I do that. Don't do that. Cry out method is literally, you put the baby in the cot and you close the door for 12 hours, like your mum did with you.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's actually no detrimental effects of that. And I mean, you're fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah. There isn't. There's no studies to show that is harmful, but that's not what I tell people to do.
Yeah.
You can go about it in many different ways. If you're trying to teach your child to sleep independently, they're going to cry because it's new for them. They don't understand why you're changing the way they fall asleep. And quite often they're tired and they want to go to sleep. So they're crying because they're tired and they want to go to sleep. And you're not helping them in the same way that they're used to. Mm-hmm. So, for example, if you're going from kind of rocking or feeding them to sleep, and then all of a sudden you're putting them in the cot and you're just holding their hand through the cot bars until they fall asleep because we're weaning off of, you know, the amount of assistance they've had, they're going to cry because you're not rocking them, you're not feeding them. But then they will get used to something different. It's just teaching them a new way to kind of independently fall asleep.
Yeah.
Which is quite important. Some babies, though, are always assisted to sleep and they still sleep through the night.
Yeah.
Which can, it can happen. But the majority of my clients, that doesn't happen for them. Then that's why they come to me, because they want to break the cycle and help their child fall asleep independently so that then they can link those sleep cycles independently as well.
Yeah.
But as I say, that some children can just fall asleep from being rocked. And
that's it.
That's my cousin's baby.
Ivy.
Literally, she just, from like 6 weeks old,
Yeah.
asleep.
But she was so good though, wasn't she, at just putting her down as well though?
She doesn't assist her to sleep.
No, sorry. Yeah, she
Oh,
doesn't.
sorry. Okay, fine,
she
fine.
just literally has just, like, do you find that some babies just sleep well and some don't, or not?
Yeah.
They
Some
do.
babies sleep better than others. I would say my youngest, just obsessed with sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since she was newborn, she's always loved sleep. And I mean, we still did do contact naps for quite a long time with her. But at night time, she knew. But I'd swaddle her. So I think that when she was swaddled, she still felt like she was being cuddled.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I think that her going down for a nap was nice because she wanted a break from her 2-year-old sister.
Yeah.
We were all in the house. It was locked down. It was a nightmare. And every time Ophelia would fall asleep, Ari would be trying to wake her up because she was 2 and she didn't understand. So I think then, and I had nothing else to do but to get into a routine. Because it was COVID.
Because you
and no
had
one was
to.
out of the house.
Yeah.
And for your sanity, I feel like you had to kind of have your baby in a routine because you were not doing anything else. There was nothing to break up your day.
No.
But yeah, we definitely did contact naps for a long time. And even now, like if I was to make a sleep plan for someone who had a 7-month-old or something and they were still on 3 naps a day, I'd always say do the last nap of the day as a contact nap.
Yeah.
Because I
Okay.
really don't believe that all naps have to be away from you. And because you can actually just do contact naps for the whole time and just independent sleep at night time if that's what you want to do, if you want to just work on nighttime sleep independently.
Yeah.
But that last nap of the day is often the hardest one to get in the cot.
Yeah.
Because their sleep hormones wearing off by the end of the day. And it's just, you need that extra nap just to get them through till bedtime, even if it's like a 20-30 minute contact nap.
Yeah.
Which I would encourage. Because then also, if you are out and about for the whole day, you know that your baby can still sleep on you or in the pram or in
Yes.
the car.
Yeah.
So you can still have that flexibility. Might not be as long of a sleep, but they're still able to get some sort of sleep whilst you're out and about.
Yeah.
Because I think the thing that I found really hard personally when I had Lila, like the really early days as well, I just had this panic all the time of like, I cannot not watch her while she's sleeping.
Yeah.
So I think I always felt like if I had her with me,
Yeah.
I would just feel more at peace, which I kind of, like now, like I would say to people, like she is an unbelievable sleeper, but the reason she's a good sleeper is because 1, I still breastfeed her, which I think plays into a bit of comfort, and 2, she's still in my bed. So it's not like she's an amazing sleeper. I just put her in her room and she sleeps all night.
Yeah.
She does sleep through the night. She's amazing at sleeping, but there's that bit of, I think she very much still relies on that. Like I can put her down in my bed now, hold my hand and she'll just go straight away. She doesn't need much, but you're probably right. I think I've heard you say it before on like your Instagram and stuff where if she comes out of that sleep cycle, she's looking for me.
Yes.
So it's like, mummy, where's mummy? Where's mummy?
Well, Declan said the other night when you were away, he was like, she tried to breastfeed from me.
And she's 19 months old now.
And you weren't there.
Yeah.
So she's looking for Zoe.
She talks so much, and now doesn't she? Just in the night she goes, mummy, and if I'm not there, that's what I hear on the camera now. She'll just get up and it'll be like, mum, and I'm sort of like, okay, there's now this part of me where I'm like, I need to probably get out of this now because she's getting to that age. And then it was like the napping was okay for me, but I think again, like she was always, luckily, she loves the car, slept in the car. She loved the buggy, she'd sleep in the buggy.
Yeah.
But it was always that thing of like I'm not gonna lie, this is my genuine thing. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? I've never put her in her cot. I've never been able to. I just never had that. I don't think I had that discipline enough with myself to be like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this training. So I actually find her easier in a bed now because she's that age. She can get up and whatever and fine. The cot just didn't work, so I ended up saying, don't just take it down, just put a normal bed in her room because she's still in my bed. And by the time she gets out of my bed, do you know what I mean? That kind of transition anyway is going to happen. But yeah, I think that's what I struggle with the most is it's that independence now of her sleeping.
Yes. Yeah.
Which
she wants you there. But if it works for you, then
I know. But it's because I think if you had a second, it's different.
That's what I was
isn't
just
it?
about to say. I feel like with the first, you don't have to think about another child, but then you get to a point where it's like, I really need you to actually go to sleep on your own and be fine when you wake up to be linking like and going, oh, it's fine, I can go back off to sleep, especially if you had like another newborn to think about.
Yeah, I know. I think you're right. I think it's different when you've got a second one because you kind of need that routine. Because otherwise you've got a young child and a baby and you're trying to like juggle everything. So it's much easier if the second one is in a routine, I think.
Yeah.
Which is what I had. But I mean, I said I only had it because of COVID, but maybe you're right. It's because I had a 2-year-old as well.
Yeah.
That
you thought, I've got to do this now.
But what is the opinion of like, even like, for example, so like Lila has a dummy.
Yeah, fine.
Nelly's had dummies, hasn't she? So it's like, when do you decide the right time is to then try and...
Before 1 or closer to 3?
Really?
Yeah.
Fine.
Because
okay, interesting.
1, they've got a very short memory of that dummy.
Yeah.
And then if they're kind of 2.5, 3, you can kind of work to like a dummy fairy.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
If they're not, 19-month-old isn't going to understand a dummy fairy. She's not going to understand, I'm taking these dummies away.
Yes.
And the dummy fairy's going to bring you a toy. She's too young. So I'd say kind of closer to 3.
Fine. Okay, that's good to know. Because I feel like a lot of people, like I have even friends at work that I've spoken to that like, I feel this pressure of like, I need to get rid of the dummy.
That's
and I'm
me.
like,
I dropped
Is there
Nelly
that
off at
pressure?
nursery a couple of weeks ago and I was like, I think we're going to try and get the dummy away. Okay. And then when I picked her up, she was like, she's had no dummy all day and she's been fine without it.
Fine.
The minute she sees me, dut. And Maria's like, she hasn't asked that all day. So I call my mum and my mum said the same as you. Mum was like, Lily, she doesn't understand at the minute. Just let her have it.
Yeah.
If she wants it, let her have it.
She's at that in-between age. She doesn't
know. And she's obsessed. She sits up, dut. If she can't find it, it's like a nightmare.
Yeah. My eldest had a dummy. I think we got rid of it. She was like 2.5.
Did
Okay.
you?
Yeah. But they were just for 6. So every time I'd get her out the cot, we'd drop the dummy.
I do that all the time. That's me. I'm like...
We'd drop the dummies back in the cot and she'd know she'd have it at bedtime.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So maybe start doing that.
Yeah.
So they're
So just have it for sleeping.
Yeah.
And then I would say closer to 3. Just, when's her birthday?
9th of Jan.
She's
so
2
she's 2 in
in
January.
So you could do it like next Christmas.
Yeah. Give it to Santa.
Do it with the both of them.
Yeah.
You can do it.
We did it with the Easter Bunny, I think.
Oh,
That's a
cute.
good idea.
But that's not. It's nice to be able to, because like Lila, to be fair, like I always say to her, when do we have the dut now? And she'll go sleep.
Oh, yeah. So she knows.
But it's still that thing of like at the sleep time, like, am I supposed to be getting rid of this? Because you know what I mean. Or then it's like if she doesn't have the dummy.
Oh, I think you're the wrong age to do it at the moment.
Fine. Okay, that's good. It makes me feel better though, because at least
Because
you're
otherwise
not
we're putting too much pressure on them to be too clever to know what we're doing.
exactly.
Yeah.
And they don't.
And they don't know. Yeah.
Like some people might say to me, they've got a 2-year-old who's waking up really early and they've bought them a like a grow clock. And I'm like, they don't understand.
I've seen that. When it's green, you can come in
Yeah.
mummy's bedroom. When it's red,
Really?
you have to stay in bed.
At 2?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, that's closer to like 4.
Yeah.
They don't understand at 2. If the red light is red, you have to stay asleep.
Stay asleep. Yeah. They're not going to get that.
Because there are things that you do too early, I think, and then just wait.
Because so I have another question around. So, you know, like for example, like this happened to me yesterday with Lila.
Okay.
So the night before, she went to sleep at 10 to 7, which
Yeah.
was like, that's quite early for her. Slept all the way through till like, what did I say to you?
8.
7:45. Yeah.
Nice, 13 hours.
Yeah. But she then decided in the middle of the day, she's definitely transitioned to 1 nap now, but
Yeah.
not from anything I've done. I just think naturally I started to pick up that, okay, she's not going to sleep twice. She'll sleep 1 solid in the middle of the day. She did half an hour. So I was like,
Oh, from where she woke up at 8 o'clock.
She then did half an hour in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
That was it though. So then when I got to normal bedtime, she was wired. And I can't understand. I mean, I said to Lily, is this like severe overtiredness? And then like her brain is going at like, I don't know. But I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get to see. I had to go in the car.
Can be, but I was not this age, I don't think.
Because
No.
can they have too much sleep at night time so then their nap in the day is then destroyed? Because we were having this conversation on the phone. Did she sleep for half an hour?
How many hours does she usually sleep for at night?
12 hours, I would say.
So the next 13 hours, I wouldn't say is
Really?
That's her normal.
If she'd slept like 6 p.m. to like 9 a.m., yeah, fine. She's not going to want to have a nap the next day.
Yeah,
If it's only an
fine.
extra hour, I'd say she's probably all right.
That's interesting.
But if she only has a half an hour nap, I probably would just bring bedtime a bit earlier.
Earlier.
Yeah, just so that she doesn't get kind of
Overtired.
She
She was going, Auntie,
Yeah, it's
Auntie,
about her.
on the phone at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah. It was like, I was like,
Hyper.
what is, she was like hyper. But I was like, I don't know what you're hyper about
What
because
time
you
did
should
she
be.
wake up from her nap?
Oh, I think she went, let me think. She went to a plaything with my mum and dad. So she slept probably 1 till 1:30.
Oh, fine. So then by 8 o'clock, she's been awake for, what's my maths like? 7 hours?
7
7
hours.
hours.
Is that too long?
Yeah.
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 Fine.
Yeah.
And so then is that where you can go into
Probably
that
go
bit
like
of
4.5 to 5.5 before bed at that age.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
interesting. Okay.
So yeah, maybe 7 was just a bit too much.
She's like,
so
yeah,
funny.
put me to sleep.
You had to go for a drive, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, because the night before she went to bed quite early as well. So maybe that was her kind of sweet spot.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I think it's like picking up on that song. And then I find then it's like really hard because then you realise when they get to that age, you're like, okay, it's not like the newborn stage where I used to be able to go to Lily's and stay there all night. It's like you really have to start getting a bit more regimented with it, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, this is bedtime now.
But that's all right. You can just go out without her.
Yeah, that's
Leave them behind. But that's a really good point because for me, Nellie's routine has always been a bit chaotic because I've been here, there and everywhere.
Yeah.
It's now at a point where I want to go out, but I feel guilty because I'm then leaving family members with the problem. Because she doesn't just settle down nicely in her bed at like 6, half 6.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, have I missed the boat with her? No. Or can I still go, right, from now, this is what we're doing?
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely
can. I can.
She's in her cot.
She's not. She's in our bed.
She was in your cot.
I've moved her mattress to the floor next to our bed. She sleeps on the mattress.
Go to a cot.
Okay.
I wouldn't do a bed before the age of 3.
Fine.
Okay.
Just because if you're trying to teach a toddler to fall asleep independently,
if
they can get out of that bed.
They will.
Yeah.
That's true.
Her cot's still up. I've not taken it down so she can go in there.
It's okay, Sophia can put her cot back up.
I have tried her in the cot and it's so funny. I put her in and then I laid on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
I closed my eyes.
Yeah.
I opened them. She scared the absolute shit out of me because her hair was all over her head and she was looking to see that I was there. Then I'd watch her. Yeah. She'd then lay back down and then 5 minutes later, she wasn't making any noise. She'd sit up again to make sure that I was still there. And I don't know why I didn't. It's me.
You can
I need to continue it.
Sleep association, sleep train method.
Fine.
Is it?
Yeah. So put them in the cot. Then you can lay alongside the cot.
Yeah.
And then if they wake up at night, do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then you can gradually move further and further away from the cot. Because if you're laying down, they tend to mimic you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I would actually recommend that.
So you don't think it's too late for her?
No.
Me and Scott can definitely get her.
Yeah.
She needs to be in her bedroom
It's
asleep.
perseverance.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a good way to do it for her.
Yeah. And she was fine. She wasn't crying. She was just like, you're still there.
But you must have a lot of mums say this, right? A lot of people come with these same kind of general consensus around how do I get my child in the cot? And how, like, for me, my big thing that I see so many mums saying is like, how do I stop like feeding my baby to sleep? Am I supposed to be feeding my baby to sleep? Am I supposed to, all of the different stigma around breastfeeding or having like bottles still in the nighttime? I don't know. But I think for me, that's a really tricky one because I'm like,
I think the breastfed babies don't sleep very well. That's not true.
No.
A bottle-fed baby and a breastfed baby can still sleep the same.
Yes.
It's that association. So if I had a formula-fed baby who was falling asleep with a bottle, they're going to wake up in the night for a bottle because that's how they're going to sleep initially. If I had a breastfed baby who's falling asleep on a breast, going to wake up with a breast in that. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
They can still sleep as long as they're getting enough calories and stuff during the day. They can still sleep as well as a formula-fed baby.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
But I would just, if we're moving away from feeding to sleep, because we've said that's the issue, then you would just do the feed and then maybe like brush teeth, sleeping bag on, and then into the cot. So there's always something in between.
Association.
Yeah, so you're just disassociating it from sleep. So I had a story in between the breastfeeding and the going into the cot.
Yeah.
That's such a good point.
Do you ever get mums that genuinely selfishly say they don't want to put them in their own room because they're more nervous about it than actually the child? Because that is me.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Because I genuinely, like you just said earlier, I think it's my problem. I always think, oh, am I going to hear her if something goes up? Oh, if she gets stuck.
Hear her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If she gets...
unless you live in like a castle.
No, yeah. You know when you just think in your mind though, like I think it's actually selfishly sometimes I'm like, no, you can just stay in my bed for longer.
Yeah.
Because then I know. Whereas I think sometimes I'm like, actually, are you ready to go in your own bed? Maybe you are, but I'm just selfishly holding on to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I'm sort of like, am I potentially not giving her the freedom that she might want to be in her own bed to be less disturbed?
Might find she's fine there. I do find that sometimes when a baby's co-slept for a long time and then actually they're absolutely fine with it.
They're ready.
Really?
Yeah, that can happen.
Interesting.
But you could do a similar thing with the laying like
On the floor.
Yeah.
So Lila still wakes up in the night for breastfeeds, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the feed to sleep association for her.
And Nelly is the same. She sits up and goes, milk.
Fine.
So that they shouldn't really be having milk in the middle of the night, should they, at nearly 2?
No. They definitely don't need milk in the night.
That's a no.
So my mum said to me the other day, stop giving her milk, give her water. Because she'll
I
soon
wouldn't do
stop.
that, you know.
Don't even give her water.
Sorry, I don't want to contribute what your mum says.
No.
Because I don't want to replace one thing with another. I
Yeah.
get rid of it.
So just nothing.
Because if you start giving her water, she might wake up every 2 hours for water.
Yeah.
Which we don't want to do.
So you just have to
create another
persevere it for a few nights and just ignore them when they
You
say
have to do
milk.
exactly the same as you did at bedtime. So if you're laying so say you're laying, I don't know, at this point in the room, at bedtime, lay at that point in the room when she wakes up. So it's exactly the same. So it's always consistent. So you're doing the same thing at bedtime as you do in the night so that she's always getting a consistent
knowing.
response and she's not confused.
Yeah.
So she knows that actually,
Bless you.
that's what's happening.
Because Lila wakes up for it, but I don't literally feed her to sleep. Like she'll have some milk, read a book, and then normally she'll tell me, she'll be like, she wants a dummy.
Yes.
So now I'll give her the dummy. She holds my finger for a couple of seconds. She does this, and then that's it. She goes to sleep.
Yeah.
But then she literally wakes up at Nelly and she'll go, milk. And I'm like...
But the dummy's similar to the feeding, right? Because she's just sucking something to go to sleep with.
So that's what... Yeah.
It's the same kind of association.
So stop it.
Basically. No, when should you... When is the...
If you don't want to stop, you don't
It's
have to.
ball ache because Scott has to go downstairs and get more.
Yeah.
Fine.
Because I didn't breastfeed her.
Fine.
So this is literally a nightmare. The other night, I kid you not, she
is
had
it bottles?
Yeah.
Oh, bin those.
9 times 3. What's 9 times 3?
9 to 21.
21 ounces through the night.
Oh no, that's a lot.
I was like, Scott was like, I'd have to go
After
get
12
more.
months, she doesn't need to have any additional milk at all.
No,
So yeah, get rid.
it needs to go.
You can ditch those bottles. Yeah. Yeah, it's easier.
Get rid.
It's easier for you.
Yeah,
Just get rid of them.
just get rid of it.
Honestly, bin them.
So when she wakes up and says milk, it's no.
If she hasn't had it at bedtime, she won't expect it in the night.
Fine.
So I think yours is easier just to get rid of. You
Just
can't
get rid.
of your boobs.
Yeah.
That is probably to cut them off.
One of my
Declan,
friends
I've
put
had enough.
plasters over her nipples.
She what?
One of my friends did put plasters over her
That
nipples.
is such a good idea. Because you can't... Can they smell that then, maybe? No?
I think she just used to say like, "Mummy's boobies are sore, they're broken." Yeah.
The vending machine is broke.
she was about 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lila will be 2 in March. And I did say to myself, once I think she gets to that is when I would like to think it comes to an end. But again, I actually think it's hard. Do you not sometimes find for the mums, it's harder for them to give it up than the child?
Yeah.
That it's the link, isn't it? Like the bit of that sort of sounds really weird because I always
you can
said...
wean it off gradually.
Yeah, because listen, if you heard me when I was pregnant, I was like, I'm not going to be that mum that breastfeeds when she's got teeth. But I mean, she's got teeth.
Of course she has.
And I'm still
Me
going.
too.
Yeah, and she's really behind, actually. She's only got like 6 teeth.
Oh, has she?
She's only got like back ones starting to come through now.
Okay.
So I had a much longer period of her being gummy, thank God. But now she's got
When
teeth.
did she get her first tooth?
She must have only been maybe like 7 months, do you think? It was really late.
Oh, and they've just come through
7, 8
slowly.
months, really slowly.
Fine.
She had the bottom one come,
Yeah.
then a couple of two, and then it's literally been those front 6 for ages. And then it's only literally in the last couple of months I've seen her molars starting to come through now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like, so I thought, I'm not going to breastfeed when she's got teeth, but I just lied to myself. And then I thought, I actually think I'm going to find it harder.
Yeah.
And I
people
think
do.
probably mums feel the same. When you're breastfeeding, the partner can't really get involved in the same way.
No.
So this is what I find hard with sleep is she will not go down with Deck unless she has to,
Yeah.
whereby out of sight, out of
there.
mind, I'm not there.
Yeah.
Do you find mums
Yeah,
come
that's
to you
true.
with that?
If you're not there, she's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Which is, it's weird. Like that's
It's
where
comfort, maybe.
Yeah, it's because that's how it is. 'Cause she wants to go to sleep with you. That's what she knows.
yeah,
So maybe you could just go out.
go out and leave her with,
But no, I actually,
Bye, Deck.
if you put her in a cot, I would say you don't do the sleep training. I would say Declan does it.
Did you hear that?
really?
Yeah.
Declan, did you hear that? Victoria says you have to do the sleep
Because
training.
if you put her in that cot and you're laying by the side of that cot, she's going to go mental because you're
She
there
wants your
with the
boob.
boobs that she wants and you're not giving them to her. Do you know what I mean? So I think it would tease her more if you did it.
Oh, bless her.
I
Okay.
think she'll go
Yeah.
ballistic if you did it. And you didn't
Because that's like
give her
me
what she
laying there
wanted.
with 2 bottles of milk going.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
is, yeah. You're not having these.
Yeah.
But shaking
Woo!
things. Yeah, no, that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Deck.
You don't have, he doesn't have to do all of it. Maybe just the first couple of nights. And then I think that you could do it.
That's interesting.
Because I think it would tease her. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, 100%. Because when I have put her in the cot before, believe me, remember when I said to you, I've been trying, and I tried for quite a few nights. She would just be so upset when she'd be standing there. It would be like, Mum, get me out. And then sometimes I did that thing where I'd get her out, give her a cuddle, put her back down.
Yeah.
But I was like, no,
confusing
I'm
her.
quite struggling here for this. Yeah.
She thinks you're getting her out to feed her. If you don't do it, you put her back. She'll probably even worse.
Fuming.
Yeah. Because it's like teasing her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like
I think
people.
once you commit, she's staying in the car until she falls asleep.
Yeah.
Fine.
And how long does it, on average, usually take when you're consistent? Depends on the baby.
Honestly, I think you'd see a difference in their sleep less than a week.
Really?
Wow.
It doesn't take that long.
That's
It's
amazing.
just persevering. For,
Yeah, it really is. It's a lot of perseverance. And I think, Declan should do it for you.
Okay.
That's really interesting. The way
Yeah.
you say it, it's like that makes
It's so
much
true.
sense.
I just think it would just really annoy her if you're there and not,
It's
not
true.
giving her what she wants.
It's true because I had to stay. I stayed away from her for the first night the
Okay.
other day
Yeah.
in 19 months, the first night ever,
Yeah.
and I was like, and Dave was like, she was fine.
Yeah, I'm sure she was.
She was.
Yeah.
It's all in my head.
I could
But I
put her
feel-
in the cot that night.
Yeah.
I know, but I stupidly took it down, so now I need to put it back up under your advice. Because hear that, guys, don't put them in a bed
Because I
before
suppose
3.
they will just get out, won't they?
They will.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is really annoying. Because they don't understand the invisible boundaries because they're too young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can take them back to the cot or back to the bed, but they can just get out because they don't understand why they have to stay there.
Yeah.
A bit like the clock we were talking about.
Yeah.
They don't understand that
They're
the
like-
red light means staying in your bed.
they're just like, oh, there's a pretty light on the
Yeah,
side.
they don't get it. So just,
That makes sense.
don't rush things too much.
Okay, interesting.
I think that's actually, in general, parenting. You don't need to really rush anything.
Yeah.
No,
Is there
think
like
people do.
healthy habits you would give if I had no children and
Yeah.
I was pregnant and I was about to have a baby in a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
What would be your top advice for
Ooh,
sleep
yeah.
to start off
I
with?
would say swaddles for newborns.
Yeah.
Love them because they can fall asleep on you and you can put them down. They'll still feel like they're being cuddled.
Yeah.
Watch wake windows.
Yeah.
Don't be too militant about them.
Okay.
I honestly think go with the flow a lot.
Sure.
I think that you can see these charts of wake windows online and things. I post them a lot, but they are just an average. If your baby is, say, 4 months old and this is like a 2-hour wake window, your baby might have higher sleep needs and you see that they're knackered at like an hour and a half. So put them down then. Don't go by what
Yeah.
the chart says. So watch for sleep cues around that kind of time. So you've got in your head a kind of time you want them to go down, but don't stick to it. Like what?
Yeah.
Trust your instinct rather than a chart.
Yeah.
Is what I'd say.
If they look tired, don't go, no, you have to stay up for another 45 minutes.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Because say, I don't know, you were feeding them on a 4-hourly schedule. If they were screaming for milk at like 3 hours 45, you're going to just give it to them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that use things as a guide, but don't be too
Strict,
stringent with it.
fine.
Yeah. And yes, what else? I think a basic bedtime routine quite early is nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like you've done that.
I did it with Nelly, and when I look
Yeah.
back at it and think about it, like I remember I would put her in the next to me.
Yeah.
I'd sit at the end of the bed. She'd have a sleeping bag on. She'd flop her feet up and down.
Oh, yeah, my
a
youngest
couple of
used to do that.
times. I thought there was something wrong with her.
No,
I
it's
was
how
like,
they
is she having a
self-settle.
seizure or
Is
what?
it? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Some
Wow.
babies do bang their legs on the cot to self-settle.
That's what she's doing.
and some
Bang,
of them might
bang.
do this weird thing with their head.
Yes.
Heads. Yeah.
They do it.
And she was fine. If I think, where did we go wrong? I think it was us not thinking about Nelly. Not
Okay,
thinking,
fine.
like, this is our routine, so we're sitting on the sofa just chilling, watching telly, and she falling asleep in my arm. But actually, she didn't need to be because she was going up lovely. I would
Yeah.
even walk out and she'd be almost asleep. I'd look on the camera and then
Banging her
she'd go, banging her legs.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't
And then
know
you
what
would think
I did.
she would ring me and think, something's wrong with Nelly.
I was
"What?"
filming her, like, what is she doing with her legs? This is so weird.
No, they do. Babies do weird things.
They do.
They do, and you're always like, and there's a mum, but it's good that you said that because I think for a lot of mums, especially first time,
Yes.
when you're doing it first time, you're like, what the hell? Like, is this normal?
It's just something they do to soothe themselves.
Yeah.
to sleep.
Like, is this normal? And is that normal? And should I do this? And I think it's very overwhelming. I think sometimes, I almost wish that I had you in my life halfway through and that I reached out because I think there is a side of it where you really do sometimes just end up going with it. Like I just got to a point where I was like, I'm just going to do what is easy for me.
Yeah.
And that is, she sleeps on me, she co-sleeps in the bed. Because honestly, we were categoric, like, they are not sleeping in our bed.
No.
We're not having these children that are in our bed, which there's nothing wrong with it. But I think because you get so in your mind about it, don't you? And you hear from like our parents' generation where it's like, listen, that was just a no-go, point blank. You just did not do that.
Yeah.
I think you then get this pressure in your head of, if I co-sleep, I'm a terrible mum. Or like, if I co-sleep, people are going to look at me as like, oh God, like that's a really bad habit to get into.
But it really works for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I always said, don't come to me if there's not an issue. If you're happy with co-sleep and you're happy with feeding to sleep, you're happy with bouncing them to sleep, driving around in the car to sleep, whatever you want to do, if that works, then continue.
Then continue.
You don't need to change something that doesn't need changing. And I think that's important to you can't compare your situation to somebody else's. If you're, I don't know, one baby might be sleeping through the night at 12 weeks old and yours might still be waking up for a night feed at 6 months. But you can't compare that because they're different. And I think that it's really important to understand that your baby's different to your friend's baby. And that's what I say about like the charts that I do post online. But like just use them as guides rather than a minute by minute and like, because that will stress you out.
Yeah.
I think you do have to be more relaxed about it. And because I think if you're really, it's so stressful to just try and stick to something minute by minute. And if you have a bad day, if you've got having a bad day today, you're having a bad life. It's a new day tomorrow. It's a bad day, not a bad life.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is a new day. And things will be fine.
Fine.
Yeah. Things will always be fine.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Take that, mums. Everything will be fine. We always
it's
say
a
that,
bad
don't
day,
we?
not a bad life. That's
No, it's so true.
Yeah.
What would you say, like, do you find like a particular trend in why mums come to you with a reason of why do they want to like establish a kind of routine or like, you know what I mean?
I think quite a lot when they're going back to work.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. Or they're having another baby if they're kind of more toddler age. I would say mainly it's those two things I would say I see the most.
Interesting.
Because they're kind of sick of getting up in the night. And if they're going back to work, they can't be getting up every 2 hours or sometimes every hour. And they just need to make changes then. I did have someone, though, that was she was rocking her baby to sleep and she was going to have back surgery. And she said, I really need to sort this out because I won't be able to do it. Yeah.
That's so interesting. Imagine.
So again, it was fine. And the baby was sleeping actually all right. But because she physically couldn't do it because of her back, she had to make a change then.
It's like almost forceful situations, isn't it?
I've just had a light bulb moment and it's so simple. So basically, when I was driving home from work yesterday, Soph was saying to me, I don't understand, because when Lila's at Holly's, which is her childminder, she goes up in the cot and she naps. Fine. Same for me, right? Nelly at nursery, they say to me she just rolls over and goes to sleep, but that's because they're consistent, and surely it's because that's their routine. That's their routine at nursery.
That's
so
what
actually, that's what they're used to. So if you did it at home, eventually they get used to it.
Yeah, she's just doing what she's doing at the moment because that's what she's used to.
That's what she's used to.
If we make a change and they get used to that change, they might not like the change to begin with, but they'll soon get used to that.
That's their normal.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because when Holly tells me, Lila walks up the stairs like ready to go up, and I think to myself, why do you not do that at home? And then I think, no, this is my fault. It's not her.
It's not your fault.
It was, but it's like, but you know when you think like this is me not having the because if you're gonna go in a cot at Holly's.
Yeah, she can go.
You could go in a cot of mine.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because at home, she's not associating the cot with sleeping. She's associating your bed and
That's
you
interesting.
with sleeping. But at Holly's, she knows that actually she sleeps in the cot. But just like a travel cot.
Yeah, it must be.
Fine.
It must be. Yeah, she had a lovely swanky cot like Nelly and her. I think you're not going in that.
Yeah.
She's not going in that.
I remember dropping Nelly off at nursery for the first time, and in the car I was like, good luck. Getting her to sleep, she was a nightmare. And then I picked her up and they were like, yeah, she's fine.
I think at nursery too, it's a real like herd mentality. They'll see all the other children.
All the maps on the floor.
They watch all the other children do it and then they just
do it.
Yeah, see, whereas with Lila, the child one, she's only with 2 other children and they're older than her.
Oh, okay.
So she is like the only young one that would be going for a sleep, which is why I find it even weirder. Because I think, fair, like if you've got like other people around you, that would make sense. But I thought you don't. Like you've got like a 3-year-old and you've got like a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old. It's really strange. Yeah. So I'm like, what is Holly done?
Knows.
She does. She's
Holly's
like,
told her it's now time to go.
Yeah.
How long has she been with Holly?
Since she was 1, just after she was 1, so like end of March.
Yeah, she's just got used to that now being her routine.
This is where I go for my sleep.
Which is interesting.
She knows that's where she
Then
sleeps.
she comes home and she's like, I can do what I want because mum won't put me in the cot.
No, she just, when she's tired at home, she knows it's your bed, not her cot.
Oh my God, that was so funny because I remember my mother-in-law saying to her, where's your bed? And she went, on my bed. She was like, she's telling me that your bed is her bed. I said, well, it is. Because she is in that every night. So in fairness to her,
that is her bed.
bed.
That's what she thinks. If you did it to her at Holly's, she'd point at the cot.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Maybe I need to take Holly's cot home.
Or just put Lila's cot up.
Yes. I need
You
to
spend all this money on cots
I
and then
It's like she never went in the next to me, really. Yeah. Because I had this horrendous fear, and I don't, you probably get this a lot from mums where it's like, I can't put her down and leave her. Like every minute I'd be like, are you breathing? Are you breathing? Are you okay? Is anything going to suffocate you? Don't want to put that on you. Don't want to do this. I don't want to do this sort of thing, just in case of this. And
there's so many guidelines now, and it for the right reasons, but I think it scares mums sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I was like that a bit with Aria. My mum was like, why is your healthy baby just going to die? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
like, why? Why would she?
I think
I know it happens. God, touch wood. Not anyway.
Yeah.
Know, but you know what I mean. And on the whole, SIDS is it's low percentage. So actually, if you have got a very safe sleeping space for your baby, they're over 6 months old, they're not gonna die.
No, I think it's that thing,
general,
isn't it? Of like,
it's just it's a lot of guidelines for the right reasons. But I don't want people to be scared by it.
Yeah.
As long as your baby's in a safe sleeping space, they're likely to be absolutely fine. And you can buy lots of things now, like, you know, the Angel Care, like breathing mats and the owlet socks and things like that.
We had them. We spoke about those, didn't we?
Yeah.
Mine scared the life out of me.
You're scared?
Yeah, it scared the life out of me because it went off, didn't it? But there was nothing wrong with her, but it went off.
I've heard this, because I've heard this about the breathing mats as well. Like, if your baby rolls off of it, then it could go off,
Oh, and the alarm is
but the Nanit monitors, they come with like breathing bands.
Really?
Yeah, you put it like over the top of their sleeping bag.
Ooh,
and
it will
it monitors it on the app.
Wow.
Yeah, which is clever.
Which do you like? Would you like recommend things like if you've got mums that you know are super like
Yeah.
nervous?
I think if you're super anxious, I would recommend
random
something
it,
like that.
yeah.
But as you say, would you think it would make you worse? I didn't.
It made you worse, didn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas with me,
that,
it didn't.
No,
Yeah,
after
okay,
that episode, I was like, I'm not putting it back on.
Yeah.
Because at first, I actually liked it.
Yeah.
But then the alarm sound was so horrific as well. It was literally it felt like a life or death situation, the way it went off. I was like, so then I looked at her and I was like, but she's fine. She's literally in my arms when it went off and there was nothing wrong with her.
Yeah.
And I think after that, I was just really shaken by it because I thought, if God forbid that did go off like that in the night time, oh my God. And if she was like, so then I was like, you know, and I think that probably threw me off even more to put her down on her own.
No, I think, maybe. So there's pros and cons to these things, I think.
Whereas I'm NICU nurse background,
Yes.
neonatal nurse, so I'm like monitors. I have to see monitors
Oh,
and see numbers.
You know the readings.
Yeah. So the owlet was perfect for me because I was
Yeah.
like, I know what her stats are, I know what her heart rate is, we're fine. So it's funny, isn't it? How for different people, different things work.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't
Whereas
look at
I've
numbers.
been more like you, I think, because I don't understand the stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do because that's your profession.
Yeah.
I mean, I do wear an Oura ring to bed, so I
So
kind
does
of
Scott.
do know my stats a bit more now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it is an interesting one because we always said that because you were all like very numbers, wasn't
Numbers.
it? Because that's like kind of all she knew.
Yeah.
And then I remember I was always saying to Lily at like newborn stage because she was like the pro of newborns. So I was like, what do I need? What do I do? What do I do?
What's your nucleus?
Yeah, so she knew how to. I had like no idea. That's what I mean. There's just so much pressure thing around knowing it, and then all of a sudden, when you're first pregnant with a baby, I think straight away you think about what routine am I getting into with sleep. I think people underestimate massively that sleep is like the biggest part when you have kids that really shifts your whole life, doesn't
It
it?
is, because you can't function with poor sleep.
No.
It really changes everything.
100%.
Yeah, it does. Change your whole mood.
Yeah.
If you're sleep deprived, you're a nightmare.
Yeah, and I used to say this to my mum, because my mother-in-law, sorry mother-in-law, love you, but she used to say to me, she'd be like, oh, it's really bad that you sleep with her in the bed and da-da-da. And I used to think to myself, but would you rather me be literally like almost waking up drunk dealing with a newborn because I am that sleep deprived? You know, when you literally almost feel like you're hungover. Like Dec never used to be a heavy sleeper. And then with newborn, he was literally delirious. Like, I couldn't wake him up. I'd be saying like, babe, can you go and get me whatever?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah. And then he wouldn't wake up. Like, completely delirious. Was so sleep deprived at that start. And I think to myself, I can't be like this every day. I was like, literally cannot be there for my
just
baby
can't
in the right
function.
way.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
So I was like, if that works for me to get good sleep, thank God. Because,
Yeah, whatever you need to do to get good sleep.
yeah,
Yeah.
you've got to be able to function, don't you? And I was,
Yeah.
I literally remember like 4 nights on the trot with Ellie and I was like, this is awful. Like awful. I went and sat downstairs and left Scott to it. I was like, I need 5 minutes. I am so
I
tired.
think you have to, though.
Yeah.
And I think don't beat yourself up.
And like you said, every baby's different because
Yeah.
Soph will say, and my cousin will say, their babies had no sleep regressions, none.
No.
Whereas Nelly had every one that you'd go into, she had it. Like everything. I'd look on that bloody Wonder Weeks app.
Oh, God.
And I'd be like, oh, yeah, she's going into that now. Why
hated
is that?
I hated it.
Did you?
It gave me such anxiety.
It does.
I didn't go for my second one.
Did
I
you
would
not?
Look at it and be like, oh, God, there's a storm cloud coming. And it just used to really freak me out. And I'd
Yeah.
be like, and then actually she'd be fine during the storm cloud bit. And I'd be like, oh.
Yeah. Maybe
What
it's
is
dates
this
I was
wrong?
worried about that. Yeah, no, I didn't like it.
Do you think, this is probably so controversial, do you think sleep regression is a thing? Do they
At
have
4
them?
months, yes.
They do have them. But
At
just
4
some
months.
babies don't.
The other ones are just like usually, so someone said there'll be like an 8 to 10 month regression.
Yeah.
It's usually affected by milestone changes. It's not actually
Fine.
an actual regression. The only actual regression is 4 months.
There you go, mums.
But
Yeah.
4
some
months.
that's when their sleep cycles mature to like more adult sleep cycles. But sleep isn't linear. They'll go through phases up and down.
Yeah.
But it's often because of kind of milestones like
So they're learning something
waving,
new.
crawling, standing, walking, talking. Yeah. So those things might affect sleep.
Fine.
So if they are going through those kind of things, just give them enough time to practice those skills during the day
Fine.
so that they're kind of
Interesting.
bored of them by night time. Because babies like to show off their new skills.
Yeah.
So like if they've started crawling, they might start around their cot and you're like, oh, this is new. But if before that they were just kind of going to their cot and just going to sleep, just let them crawl around the cot for a bit. and they will go off. So then don't kind of try and intervene, because then that might then start a new habit
Fine.
and they then get used to.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So give them lots of time to practice in their wake window.
If they suddenly decide to wake up in the middle of the night and run from one end of the cot to the other, just leave them.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a good point. Because am I right? Listen, this could be sleep myths. We can talk about sleep myths. You probably get this all the time. So when they're newborns, do they tend to be more nocturnal, where it's like, okay.
Yes. So during the day, you need to expose them to lots of light so that they know that it's
Daytime.
And then during the evening time, night time, do darkness.
Sleep.
Yeah. Which was easier for you to get January babies. So it was like,
mine was
dark all the time.
Yeah.
Because she was January and Lila was March. So Lila was just on that cusp when the clocks were going to change.
Yeah, fine.
Which actually, we can talk about that, because we asked everyone to write in some questions, didn't we, which we appreciate. Someone wrote in about how do we manage the clocks changing, because they're about to change this month, aren't they?
Yeah, next
Is
is it Halloween?
Something like that.
Yeah, Halloweenish time.
What's happening? Are they going? I'm so
back.
bad.
They go back. So basically, we gain an hour, but by 4 o'clock it'll be pitch black.
Fine,
isn't it?
Yes, because like 6 a.m. becomes 5 a.m.
Yes.
So they go back.
Yeah. And then in summer they go forward. So then essentially when it's 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it's actually 6 o'clock, which is why it's lighter.
Yes.
So it's that way.
Yeah.
So what? So
I did do a post about this the other day. So you can kind of prepare for it and alter their whole routine by 15 minutes every day in the days kind of coming up to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, because it's just an hour, you can just wing it. It's only an hour.
Okay.
But if you're having like a really early riser at the moment, I would say try and prepare for it and try and push your day later. Otherwise, if your baby's waking up at the moment at 5, that is going to become 4.
Yeah.
So I would say probably don't wing it if you have got an early riser, and go. But if you do want to, then I'd go at least kind of an hour later than your usual bedtime.
Interesting.
But also push the nap a bit later as well that day, the day before the clock change, if you do just want to wing it. But you can gradually change it by pushing your whole day slightly later by 15 minutes every few days.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that then by the time the clock change comes, if you've done those 15 minutes kind of in three separate days, or over 6 days if you wanted to do 2 days at one time, 2 days at the other time, and then 2 days at the other time.
Yeah.
Then you should be on track for the new time by the time the clocks change. Yeah.
And when you just do it the other way around when the clocks go back?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you would just basically swap that, which is like
the
not...
other one's really good for early risers. Because if they're waking up at 5, it becomes 6.
Yeah.
And then you can just kind of work off the new time.
Wait for March, guys. Wait for
Unfortunately,
March.
March is coming.
No, March is not far away. So going on from that then, because we always had this, because we Lily took Nelly away quite early on as a little baby as well, and it was also like we've been to Dubai, and Dubai's 3 hours ahead.
Yes.
So again, what would you say to mums that it's like if they're on traveling, and then the whole...
Great, because you can just keep them on this time.
That's what I did.
Fine, you did, didn't you?
So bedtime becomes like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's when we're then going to bed. But it's actually 7 or whatever it is here. So Dubai's easy.
I did that I took my girls to Dubai last half term, and we did the same.
Just kept on English times.
Yeah.
You end up going down for breakfast a little bit later.
Really
Yeah.
But it's really busy at that time because people are on
On the same thing.
on that same thing. They're doing the same thing. But it's nicer because you get a later bedtime being on holiday, don't you?
Yes.
But I think it's like, again, a lot of people, because I remember having that conversation, we were like, if you go somewhere, I don't know, it was like 5 hours behind or 5 hours ahead. It's like, how would you do that?
I'm going to Barbados next week. Which is
Are you?
Are you?
Yeah. But I've done it a lot with when my kids were babies
Babies.
too. And it's actually all right.
Yeah.
Because Barbados, because they're 5 hours behind. So you land kind of afternoon their time, which would be kind of bedtime here.
Yeah.
So you just, instead of bedtime, you do an extra nap and then try and keep them up till as close to kind of like, as close to 5:30, 6-ish Barbados time as you can.
Yeah.
And then they'll wake up. You'll have a few early morning starts. I remember Aria woke up at like 4 for the first 2 days. But my body clock was also at 4 because I was used to British
used to
time.
that.
So it
Yeah,
wasn't
of
that
course.
bad.
Interesting.
And then on the way home, it's a night flight. So I think our flight home I think we leave at 9 p.m. and then we land in Heathrow at like 7 a.m.
Okay.
So you just kind of sleep on the plane.
Yeah.
Then
And
we
then it's
land
morning.
time, English time. So then you just try and get back on track to English time once you land, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I think
It
that's
might
a
take a
big
few
worry of
days,
people,
but-
isn't it? Where they're like, oh my God, I'm going to get back. And then my whole child's routine is going to be
Yeah, I need an
fudged.
extra week off work to try and get my kid back in the routine.
Yeah, you do feel like that sometimes.
But I think you forget, they're so adaptable though,
They
aren't
are at
they?
that age, especially traveling with babies. It's great. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just- the plane acts like white noise. You get like a nice sky cot to put them in.
That is true.
Love it.
Yeah.
That is true.
And
That
you
is
don't
true.
have to pay. Well,
No.
you do. You pay for the tax, but the flight, the flight's free.
Yeah.
Then they get to 2 and that's it.
I know.
Screwed.
Just done that.
They need to change that because I think like a 2-year-old still basically wants to sit with you the whole time.
Scott said this yesterday.
Do you know
He
what
was
I mean?
like, so
Yeah,
when we
they're
go
not
to
allowed
Dubai
to.
in June, they're going to have to sit on their own seat for
Yes.
takeoff at 2.5.
Yeah, but it's like, and how?
Yeah, I remember I took Ophelia when she just turned 2.
Did she sit there?
She screamed the whole take
Yeah.
because she wanted someone out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know when the
She did scream
sometimes,
so much she just fell asleep though.
oh bless her,
But
Cry
she was,
out
like,
method.
sat next to her on
so
the
she's
plane.
like, oh,
The person just didn't like it.
Oh, screw them.
oh yeah, screw
And, oh
them.
yeah, I always tell people that. Who cares? Do the holiday. If it's long haul, who cares? You're never going to see these people ever again.
Yeah.
Even
I've
if your
always-
kid cries, they're not for an 8-hour flight. They won't cry for an 8-hour flight.
You always worried about that.
We went
Yeah.
to
Sheesh.
oh my God, we went to Dubai went to Abu Dhabi in January.
Yeah.
And literally I said to Scott, we were in the hotel the night before, and I was like, let's have a look at the plane. And I was like, business, we can't do business because we'll piss people off. Let's pay for first class. So we've got our own cabin. Like I made it that bad in my head. No.
honestly.
I made it that bad. I was like, we're just going to have to pay for first class. So we've got a cabin so she doesn't piss anyone off. How stupid. So we went and then he was like, can we upgrade? And they were like, you can't upgrade from economy to first. You'll have to upgrade from economy to business then business first. Yeah. And I was like, I'm just going to have to get over it. But I literally in my head was like, so anxious about everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, if we're it was Etihad and they've got the presidential suite that's got bedrooms.
No, stop it.
And I'd convinced myself that's the only way because I was caring too much about everyone
That would
else.
have been at least an extra like 15 grand.
It'd have been stupid.
And I said to her, I was like,
More than that actually.
Yeah.
I'm mad in my head that I made it that bad that I thought we'll have to spend this money. Funnily enough,
For 8 hours of your life.
8 hours.
7 actually.
No, but it gets
7.
funnier. We get to the airport and they're like, we stayed overnight, and the guy Scott was already asking about this first class thing because I was going nuts.
Yeah.
And he was like, you do realise your flight's tomorrow?
No.
And I was like, what? He's like, your flight's tomorrow. I was like, we've literally stayed in a hotel in the airport. So
No.
back we went.
Back to the hotel.
And I was
They
like,
need
can we
their
have our
own-
room back?
yeah, they need their own like chronicles of like chaos, honestly. And every time she would ring me and say, oh, so because, and I was like, Lily, honestly,
Don't worry.
Sorry, excuse my French, but fuck them. Like, if people, so many people, if have been through with kids, they will get it. If you're there and you're either just super snooty or you've not had kids before, you just don't get it. So you just find that screaming annoying. But it's like we've had friends that are thinking to me, oh, I want to bring the newborn over and worry about the screaming. I'm like, I've been through it. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't go through me. Because even like I remember one of our friends said the crying of a baby used to go through me when I didn't have one.
Yes.
Now it's different.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is. But like even before I had kids, it actually genuinely never really bothered me. I always kind of more felt sorry because I thought, oh my God, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how bless you, how you're going to get through that. Yeah. But I do think I always say to all mums, I think you just got to do like what works for you and not worry about anyone else. Because I thought people always think they have to make excuses like, oh, she's fine, she's just got whatever. And it's like, they don't know how to regulate their emotions. She just let her scream for a minute. Like,
and if they don't want them on the flight, they need to fly private jet, is what my mum says. Piss them off. Yeah. You've paid for your seat. You don't need to be stupid and pay for the presidential suite, which, by the way, we would not be able to afford that. I'd have to remortgage my house.
Yeah, I was going to say, that would have been like obscenely expensive.
But my brain was just like, I'm so worried about everybody else and her screaming. How mental.
Did she even scream?
Yeah, but the man snapped me out of it when he told me that our flight was the next day anyway.
Yeah, fine.
yeah, and she didn't scream.
She was fine.
She was really good.
She was, and everyone wears headphones. So when we got off, they were like, she's so good, she didn't cry once. And I thought, she bloody well did. But headphones are so good these days. Yeah. You can't hear anything anyway. No. So honestly, take your newborn on holiday.
You saved some money there.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, you didn't. You had to pay for another night at the hotel.
Honestly, we went back. I was like,
which is chaos.
Honestly.
But before I go through the other questions, by the way, that everyone's written in, my other question that I'm curious to know, what was like your main sort of like breakthrough, I suppose, in COVID when you decided I'm going to go through this now? Because you're very successful on Instagram, aren't you? What was like your, I don't know, like your turning point of when it just went boom?
I'm going to do this full time.
Yeah.
Cara from Love Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that what it
100%.
was?
Yeah, I love them. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's amazing. And then you just felt like it just grew.
Yeah, it did.
That's
It's
the best.
such a good job.
Post up to say that Delilah slept through the night, and that was it.
Mental.
Delilah.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's such, like, for parents, like we've just said, like, sleep deprivation is not the best. It's not fun.
No.
So if you can find someone like yourself that can help and guide you, and then you get sleep, it's like you'd rather sleep than win the bloody lottery. Like, sleep is so important.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Even for like your relationship, there's been times overnight where me and Scott have been evil to each other because we are so tired.
Do you get that? A lot of people like my relationship is literally like.
Some of them will be like, I've not got my husband on the call today because I want to bitch about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. You're like a therapist and a sleep coach all in one.
Yeah, no, I think sometimes. Yeah.
But it's nice though, isn't it? I bet it's really rewarding as well when you get, I know I see on your Instagram, you get all these messages of like, they've slept through, and it's like, it's such an achievement, and then it's so nice for you, it must be.
Yeah.
Where you're like, yes, I'm so good at my job.
And I think you need it to be personable for you and your family. Like, you can sit and ask ChatGPT, what do I do? It's not the same.
And a lot of people say they want me there to hold them accountable.
Yeah.
And I kind of get that. Like, if you don't do what I say, and then they're like, oh God, I've got to tell Victoria that I haven't done this.
Yeah.
But then we can always tweak it to get back on track, if that makes sense. But I think someone there to hold you accountable, I think, is really handy.
Do you ever go into the house to help? No, it's all virtual.
No. So I think because I started in COVID, everything was virtual then.
Yeah, and it worked.
So it worked. If you live near me, then I might make you for coffee and do it then.
Yeah.
But in general, it's all over the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing just to be able to complete something like that, literally just by like, listen, do this. This is why I needed you, because I needed to be held accountable, for sure.
Yeah.
It's so easy to just be like, it's like I said to Lila, like even with toilet training, she tells me when she goes for a poo. Like she actually will say I'm doing it. And then she starts doing it. And I said to Lila, I don't have it in me to toilet train her.
No,
It's consistent. She's very young, but it's like consistency and commitment. I think even if she gets to that point, you have to be accountable with it. If you're going to go for it, you have to stick with it. This is a problem. And it's like you have to then just go, right, I'm going out and that's it. There's no nappy. I'm taking the potty with me. I'm planning my day out. This is what I'm doing. It's the same with sleep. It's like if you're going to go for it, you've got to stick with it. And I've never stuck with it. It's like I'll do it for a day or two and then like, this is too hard, whatever. Yeah. And I think that's where I needed someone like you to be like, right, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree. Because the potty training is hard too.
Yeah, because it's like another thing that you can't give up on it, can you? Once you are there, it's like you've got to stay consistent with that. The same as when you've got sleep, whatever you're then deciding to, I suppose, do, like you said, associating, or like Lily sleeping on the floor, you've got to do it now till you literally get yourself to the door and she's done it.
Yeah.
What about a child who, so this is Nelly, she's never really, when she was younger and she was banging her leg, sleeping bag was fine, but when she could start crawling and walking, she just doesn't like the sleeping bag. So I feel like sometimes she's waking up in the night because she's cold.
I think I'd put her back in a sleeping bag.
Would you?
Yeah.
Just try it again.
Yeah, because again, she'll just become used to it.
Fine. So do you think they're good?
Yeah, I do. Because I think it stops them getting cold.
Yes.
They'll kick the duvet off and then they do get cold. That can definitely be something they'll wake up because they're too cold. I'd go back to a sleeping bag.
Try a
especially
sleeping
as
bag.
the weather's getting colder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she does just twist on her front and she doesn't move from her front. So sleeping bag should be fine. But if she's got a blanket on, that comes off. Yeah. And because at the minute I'm going to try the cot thing, that she's on the floor next to the bed, it's near the window. So she's
a bit more drafty.
Drafty.
So then I think she wakes up because she's cold.
Get a 2.5 tog.
2.5 tog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So.
Lila hates anything on her.
It's because she's not used to it.
There you go.
So we need to get them.
She kicks everything off. Everything. Oh, see?
Oh, so maybe it's going to be good for you.
Yeah.
Maybe one with legs.
Yeah, you can get. Oh, you remember the Jojo Maman ones? The Jojo Maman baby do them, don't they?
Do toddler ones like with the legs, yeah.
Yeah, and you can take the sleeves off, can't you? So they're like, yeah.
They don't fit them anymore, but I
No.
do have one. Like a navy blue and white stripy one, I think.
Yeah, they've got loads. Remember I told
that.
you, you've still got it, don't you? It's the tags on. You ordered one off Vinted.
Yeah, it'll be
there you
somewhere.
We love Vinted.
It'll be somewhere in my house. I forget that.
Yeah,
I'll put her in
see if
that.
still fits.
Because the one with
sure it
legs are supposed to like less restrictive for a child that like literally is so moving.
Do you post the thing on your Instagram with what they should wear underneath the sleeping bag? Fine.
Yeah. That is on I made a reel.
So we can have a look at that.
I made a reel 2 years ago, but I've reposted it recently.
Did you?
Fine.
Yes, because it's getting into winter time.
Yes, because that again is something that was. I remember every time I messaged you and I'd be like,
She overheats
Is she too hot?
"What am I supposed to put on her? Is she too cold? Is she too hot? Am I supposed to put a vest? Am I supposed to wear this and then this and this and this?" And we have that Tommy Tippy egg thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes even then I'm like, oh, I don't know, like
one more layer than you would want.
really,
Yeah.
Which
so if
is
you're having pajamas and a duvet, then they might want a vest, pajamas, and a sleeping bag.
that makes sense.
Fine.
Be interesting to see if she likes her sleeping bag again.
Well, now you've reminded me that there's the leg ones. She'd be fine with that.
I need to do that too.
Yeah.
We've got lots to do when we
We've
get
got
back.
homework.
Yeah, we do.
Have a look at some questions.
Yeah, let me go on the question that everyone wrote in, and whoever wrote in, thank you.
I got loads of replies on my story, but not as many on my grid post.
I know, but do you know what?
What is the algorithm on Instagram doing at the moment? It's really annoying me.
Yeah, I also feel like, do you think people, because they like to be more anonymous?
Yes,
Where it's like they don't want, do you know what I mean? Like when they want to ask all these
that
questions,
makes
but they'd rather ask it directly
That's
rather than
such
it
a good
being
point.
seen.
That is a good point.
I think, because, I think
I
if
just
it's a
thought it
bit
was
more,
the algorithm.
I think if it's a bit more like a
Instagram.
personal situation as well,
Yeah.
people would rather just keep it anon, don't they?
Yeah.
So we'll go on your post first. So someone said, which actually we've covered already. So we've covered the clock change tips, which is
I
brilliant.
did get a lot of the same questions, to be honest. I got quite a lot about nurseries, clock changes, 2-to-1 nap transition, I think.
Yeah, you did.
Carry on.
Yeah, so
I've got one about nursery to ask.
yeah. So one of them was, which I kind of feel like this plays into what we spoke about with like, clock changes and stuff, but how to stop early waking.
It's really hard. It's the worst thing to stop.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trial and error. So sometimes the early wake ups could be because they're overtired. So then you could try an earlier bedtime. But a lot of the time it's also if they're undertired. So say their sleep needs have changed because they've got a bit older and that wake window before bed just needs to be slightly longer. So you could play around with it, go 50 minutes earlier to see if it is overtiredness to begin with. And then you could go kind of 15 minutes longer and then maybe go half an hour longer. Just try and figure out that sweet spot at the end of the day and watch how you're responding to your child at 5 a.m. If you wouldn't get up at 2 a.m. put the TV on or give them milk or give them breakfast, don't do it at 5. Because
Makes sense.
if your baby's waking up at 5 or your toddler's waking up at 5, you're getting them up, you're putting Peppa Pig on, you're giving them a cup of milk, giving them breakfast. That's starting their day and then that becomes their body clock.
Yes.
So it could also be that.
Oh, that's interesting.
If they're waking up really happy at 5, then that tends to be they're undertired at bedtime. If they're waking up at 5 and they're really ratty, then that could be overtiredness.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're
Okay.
not quite ready to start the day.
That's what my cousin said to me the other day. She's going to have a newborn in January and her little one is 2 in June. So she's going to have 2 under 2. And she's waking up at 4:30, 5 now, all of a sudden. So she can listen to that.
Yes.
So I'm like, don't ask
And
me.
an-
I'm clueless.
Another one that's going to help Shalise, we love you,
Yeah.
is this is another question that came up, tips for room sharing 2 under 2.
Wait
Not that they
until
might be
the
sharing.
Baby's sleeping through the night.
Okay.
Once the baby's consistently sleeping through, then
You
put
can
the
put them
baby
in.
in with the toddler.
Fine.
Because I don't want the baby to start
Wake
waking
the
up
toddler.
If you're wanting to sleep train your baby and it's going to be easier to do that in a separate room, then you could move the toddler in with you for a few nights. Once the baby's sleeping through in that new room, then just put the toddler back in there, if that makes sense.
This will help my other friend as well. She's doing exactly the same. She's about to literally pop.
Okay, amazing.
And she's got, and her little one is just about to turn 2.
Okay.
And she will have that same situation. So this will really help
Yes.
because...
Yeah, mine too share a room.
Do they?
Yeah.
So because that's an interesting one, definitely. Because I would think that if I was
Yeah.
going to have a second, I think, oh my God, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Like,
We've got 3 bedrooms, but they just like to share.
They
yeah,
like to
I'm
be
the same.
together.
Oh yeah, but I did. I've got
Yeah.
2 sisters,
Yeah.
and my middle sister, we shared for ages.
Yeah. Nice.
And I got comfort of that. Even now, if I'm on my own, I'm like, do you want to come in my room?
Shauna, come stay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's a good tip for that. I don't think we touched massively on this, but 2-to-1 nap transition.
The worst one.
Yeah.
It can just happen naturally like it did for you. But if you notice early morning wake up sometimes can mean that they need to kind of shorten that morning nap down. So say your baby's having like an hour in the morning and an hour and a half to 2 hours in the afternoon, and they start really resisting that second nap, that tends to mean they need to drop that morning nap down a bit. But so if they're having an hour, don't just completely get rid of it straight away because that's too much of a shock. So drop it down to like 45 minutes. If they start resisting the afternoon with the 45-minute morning, drop it down to half an hour.
Half an hour.
If they're having half an hour in the morning and then start resisting the afternoon, drop it to 20.
Okay.
If they're having 20 minutes in the morning and then they start resisting the afternoon, I would say then let's get rid of the morning completely and just move that second nap a bit earlier. So say they start the day at like 7 and they're having a nap at the moment, I don't know, 9:30 till 10 and then 1:30, you just get rid of the 9:30 nap and do like a 12:30 instead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nap in the middle of the day.
That makes sense. And is there...
So do it gradually.
Okay. And would you say there is a time for like a danger nap at Nelly and Lila's age? Because I found if she, God forbid, like falls asleep at like even something like 5:20 for 20 minutes, she will then not go down at her normal time.
After 3:30, try and have them up.
It's too late, After that, Yeah. We kept saying that, didn't we? We were like, if they fall asleep, especially in the car, if you're driving in the car at that time and they go,
I'm like, problem. No! That's nursery because Nelly's nursery is like 45 minutes from our house because I chose to put her in to a nursery that was near my work.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
So then it's trying to keep her up on that drive home because even if I don't talk to her for 5 minutes, I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, she's asleep.
What time do you pick her up?
If we tend to drive home, I pick her up about 4:30.
Oh, okay, fine.
So it's like between 4:30 and 5:20, she's asleep.
Danger zone.
And interestingly, this is my thing. At nursery, it's really weird. She sleeps for like 2 hours in the afternoon.
Oh,
It's so strange because then I'm like, does that then interfere with her at night time when we get home? Should she be sleeping that long because she's in the baby room about to go into the toddler room? Should I be asking them to wake her up after a certain amount of time?
No, I think 2 hours is still fine for her age.
Is it?
But I wonder why she's going to sleep again at like 4:30.
Maybe I bore her.
The motion. Is it towards the end of the drive?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Usually, as we're coming past yours, which saves about 10 minutes from
fine.
mine.
And I would say if she had kind of 5-10 minutes in the car, it probably isn't going to impact her
Fine.
bedtime. Yeah, that should be all
Wake
right.
up, put Baby Shark on or something to keep her awake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But 2 hours in the afternoon is okay. Fine.
Yes.
I'll let
Which
them
that
continue.
answers the question about naps at nursery, because I think what would be the age where you'd say like an hour, 2 hour nap is too long? Probably 3.
Depends on the baby.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, because some children still nap till they're 4.
Yeah, that's true.
And some children have finished all the naps at 2.5. So if you're seeing signs that they don't need that nap anymore, so they're on one nap, you've cut it all the way down to like half an hour and they're kind of resisting bedtime, they're waking up early, they're kind of starting waking up in the night, that often means they just don't need that nap anymore.
Interesting.
And I would, when you get rid of the nap, just bring bedtime slightly earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise they've gone from, say, having half an hour in the middle of the day, so with like, I don't know, a 6-hour wake window before bed, to then like a 12-hour wake window. So just bring bedtime slightly earlier when you do drop that nap.
It's quite intense 12 hours, isn't it? From that. Jeez.
Especially for like a 3-year-old.
I'd be like, get to bed.
Get to bed, yeah. Someone else said, but I think we kind of covered this, is should my baby fall asleep whilst feeding? I think we've sort of said...
If it's working, continue. If it's not, then we can do what we said earlier with having something in between the feeding and the going into bed.
And the going into bed, something different association. And then how to know when to drop night feeds.
I would say check with your health visitor first, but make sure that kind of their weight's on track.
Yeah.
If the feeding in the night is impacting the feeds in the day, then that could also be a sign that they don't need those night feeds. So if they're having loads of feeds and then they're waking up at, say, I don't know, 6:30, 7, not hungry, then probably drop a night feed.
So someone said, if not fed to sleep during the day at 10 months, how to wean off 1 to 2 night breastfeeds without him getting upset, other than dad managing the wake with different settling techniques, pick up rock.
Don't get him out the cot. Try not to. I'd find a sleep during method like the one we talked about earlier with you, kind of just being there, and just and just be consistent with that.
That's how rubbish it got. Oh my gosh.
Don't stain the sofa.
No, hopefully. Okay, right. It's my antics of dropping for God's sake. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for that, Victoria.
Right.
My coffee hand. Is it normal for a baby to need longer wake windows in the morning and shorter before bed? My 6-month-old is happy for 3 hours first thing in the morning, but if devastatingly upset if we try and keep her up for a while in the afternoon.
Usually the longer wake windows before bed. But
Interesting.
all babies are different, I said earlier.
Yeah.
If that's working for you, then do.
Yeah.
Continue. Yeah, that's fine.
Boom.
Probably not go more than 3 hours at 6 months though.
No.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Fair.
Yeah.
Advice for Advice for the transition to no naps. I've always going to ask, this is so ignorant of me to ask. LO, little one?
Yeah.
When people put LO,
Yeah.
or they put
Yeah,
like little one or LG, little girl,
Little girl,
LB,
yes.
little boy.
Yeah.
Because people do this on Peanut, and I used to say to you,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Yeah, little one.
I think that's
Little
quite
one.
American.
Yeah, starting to refuse a nap some days, but then is asking to go to bed at 4 p.m. We can drag out until 6 by keeping her busy, but she ends up so exhausted, so gets all clumsy.
I've had this. My daughter once was crying to go to bed at 4:30. I
Really?
strung her out to 5:15 and then I put her to bed because it was just a nightmare.
Did she wake up really early the next day? No.
7.
Wow.
So sometimes they're just having a day where they just
need
want.
to go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. And it's no fun trying to keep up an overtired baby.
Yeah.
No, I learned that last night.
Oh yeah, you did.
She was wired. But it's really weird. Like, she doesn't cry or
Mum,
anything.
Mummy! That's what she does.
She does. Whatever she's doing, I have to watch. Mum! Mummy! All the time. It's just attention. And I was a bit like, what is going on? Like, you should be so tired right now. You've had like a 7-hour wake window or whatever it is. But she just wasn't crying, was she? No. But it was just, she was wired. It was like, you're not crying, but I think you're like, your brain is like going at 1,000 miles an hour. Like, you just need to flop and got in the car, and that was that.
I think the moral of this conversation that I've thought of, or moral of the story, is if it's working for you, don't change it. But if you're like, this is too much and something's got to change, then that's when you need to reach out for a little bit of help.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And is that what you say to everyone that you speak to? Like,
yeah, if it's working, don't change it.
Yeah.
If it's not,
just because your friend's doing this and you're doing this, but this is working for you and this is working for her.
Yeah.
Don't then start copying what she's doing because
it's not going to work.
You then might be screwing yourself over
up because you're trying to do something that doesn't work for you and your baby.
Yeah, and I think that's how you take. If it's not broke, if
you're not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah.
Because then you're stressing yourself out for no reason.
And I think also you can tell everybody, I don't think there's a pressure on having to have a routine straight off the bat, is there? It's like, you know, and people have a newborn baby and think, I have to nail a routine. No. It's like, is there?
More learn their kind of sleep cues and just,
go by that. Life now is busy, isn't it? Like people have so much to do and think about. So sometimes it's not possible to stay in your house all day, every day and be strict, must sleep in their cot at this time. No. But like you said, if you can get them, you know, to sleep somewhere.
Yes. Yeah.
We've got it.
They're not
overtired.
And if you've had really bad naps because you have been out and had a busy day, then just go early.
And it's not a bad life, it's a bad day.
Yeah, it's not a bad life, it's a bad day. And most of us women now have to work too.
Precisely.
It's not that life anymore, is it, where you just stay at home? So I think it's why even more so you don't have that flexibility anymore to just be like, oh, whatever. Yeah. I'll just do it whenever.
No. You need to figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
Not anyone else.
But honestly, thank you so much for coming on because it's literally been the best. Sorry about the Amazon driver.
Shout out to Amazon.
Yeah, it's literally been the best having you on because I think we knew this was such an important topic to cover because sleep is, like I said, I think that's the major part of when you have kids and bring kids into your house is the biggest thing that gets affected. And it's got the most pressures around it too. So we appreciate you coming on. Follow Victoria on VDH Sleep on Instagram. And please don't forget to subscribe to Mumversations. Follow us on Instagram if you liked this podcast, and we look forward to bringing you episode 8.
Oh Christ! Yeah. Wow. Amazing.